from the inside out. I've had great, powerful men as lovers. I was the lover of John Kennedy and Elvis Presley. And I feel it was not just about sex. I felt it was about their greatness. I've always marched to the beat of my own drum. I've marched through this life like Sherman marched through Georgia, and I'm still marching. It's like the Marine Corps says, when you're the greatest, it's hard to be humble. If God can forgive sins, and he forgives mistakes. I keep my temple pure. Burlesque is not just about taking your clothes off. It's sensuous, sexy, classy. My audience give me unconditional love that I never got from my family when I was growing up. I've had a few bumps in the road, and I'm still on top and going strong, and I'm not about to hang up my G-string.
Dextone Records presents the new 45 single release from Levi Dexter and the Gretsch Brothers.
Man, and me no boogie, it nearly drives you wild.
Levi Dexter and the Gretsch Brothers present the limited edition, individually numbered single release of Okie Boogie and 7 Nights to Rock.
7 nights to rock. I got 7 nights to roll.
Mastered at Capitol Records at the Capitol Tower in Hollywood. Available now at BernieDexter.com, JohnnyCool.com, and the Vinyl Bunker in Nashville, Tennessee. This is Jammin' James Riley, and you're tuned to the Rockabilly N Blues Radio Hour. We just played a spoken word track from legendary burlesque star Tempest Storm, recorded at Third Man Studio in Nashville, Tennessee for Third Man Records. The track is called Tempest's Advice for Young Women. We're chatting with Danielle Colby from American Pickers, who recently produced a documentary on Tempest Storm. And we'll get back to Danielle right after this. Another artist she's into and mentions later is Rachel Brooke, who was nominated in the Outlaw Female category for the 2016 Ameripolitan Music Awards. Here's Serpentine Blues.
Hi, this is Danielle Colby from American Pickers. Keep it right here for more of the Rockabilly N Blues Radio Hour with Jammin' James Riley.
I had a dream last night, a black rat in my bed. I had a dream last night, black rat in my bed. Now you gonna tell me what that means now, baby, or I'm gonna tell you instead. I'll sleep here tonight, but tomorrow I'll be gone. I said I'll sleep here tonight, but tomorrow I'll be gone. You see this bed that I've been lying in, it just don't fit me no more.
We talked a moment ago. I was talking about my wife, and she hears me talking about the radio show all the time, all kinds of interviews and things. And I mentioned you, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, tell her she's my hero." And I love the fact that you evoke that from people. That people, this probably isn't the first time somebody has told you something like that. That you tend to kind of give people the okay to be themselves.
I hope so, because it's not fun to not be yourself, you know? I mean, I feel like every day we put on these costumes for work and socialization, and we don't understand the society that we live in, so we kind of keep within this very safe box. And so I hope that more than anything that people have an opportunity to go outside of themselves and learn more about the world and travel more. And I feel like when you travel more and you get to meet more people of different backgrounds, different cultures, it just helps you lose your inhibition. And so I think, you know, if anybody, you know, likes that part of my personality, it's strictly because I've had the opportunity to meet gads of other people who've contributed to that. It's the biggest honor, and it's also really intimidating to have somebody say that you're their hero, or to have somebody come up to you in the mall and start crying, and and that's the teenage girls kind of, and women kind of have that response sometimes, because I think sometimes we feel so pinned within ourselves, and we have to constantly take care of other people. And so I feel like if anything, I just want to give people the okay to remember to put on your own mask first when the plane is going down, you know, like you got to take care of your family and your friends and your parents and community. But if you don't take care of yourself and your soul and make sure that you're happy and you wake up in the morning excited to tackle another day, then what are we really contributing?
Sure.
So...
said something earlier about stories behind some finds and stuff. Something I've thought of all the time, finding a record, and what's the story behind this? What could have happened? And I know this is tough to just pick something out of the blue, but are there any that come to mind that stick out to you? Just a story behind an object that you find out about later, like where this came from?
Every day, because all I do, people think that I have a very party lifestyle. I think because of maybe the tattoos, I'm not sure, because I'm always on the road and adventuring. But the reality is, any moment that I'm not out adventuring, seeking social awareness, I have my face in my iPhone and I'm researching everything that's in my house or in my storage unit or in my life, because I don't know, I have an obsessive need to do that. So I think for me, the most important items that I have would have to be the burlesque costumes that are yet undocumented, or that I've uncovered the information from myself. And I work with a really wonderful lady oftentimes named Leslie Zemeckis, who also is a director, producer, writer. She's done so many documentaries on Lily St. Cyr and the burlesque community and freak shows and all of these amazing stories. And I've been really encouraged by her as well to get these stories out there. So I'm doing more blogging about it. I'm working on writing a book. We're in the middle of yet another documentary called She Made Me Do It, where we're just, trying to highlight the women who have inspired us. Actually, I'm trying to highlight the women who have inspired me. I always talk in second person for some reason. But and behind that is always the history of that woman and who inspired her. And so history is just a rabbit hole, and it's wonderful. If you're not particularly social, I'm not a particularly social person. I don't enjoy going out and partying. It's not a thing that I feel comfortable with, just because I'm reclusive. So I think for people like myself, we can kind of lean towards that geeky, obsessive tendency towards history, and and then that gives other people the license to go out and have fun and do the partying, so we can do that. We can do the paperwork behind it. But I think I truly celebrate the history behind everything. It is obsessive.
You made me cry when you said a goodbye ain't the same. My tears felt like rain. They ain't the same. You're the one to blame. You broke my heart when you said we're apart now. You see, ain't that a shame? My tears felt like rain. Ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame. Yes, you are. my heart when you said we were apart. Now you're saying that I ain't that ashamed. My tears fell like rain. I ain't that ashamed. You're the one to blame. Oh well, goodbye. Although I guess I'll cry now. You see, it's just a shame. My tears felt like rain. Now ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame. Yes, you are. Hey.
That's Davina and the Vagabonds and their cover of Ain't That a Shame. They're another favorite of our guest, Danielle Colby from American Pickers.
Also have to compliment you on your T-shirt choices. A lot of times, I remember seeing a legendary Shack Shakers one time, and I'm like, oh, hey, there you go. This gal's got to be cool.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, does it get cooler than J.D. Wilkes?
Yeah.
I mean, please.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about a rockabilly king. Not just a rockabilly king, but a punk rock king. Like, Jello Biafra said that J.D. Wilkes was the last living punk rock legend. That's huge coming from Jello Biafra, because does that man really offer that many compliments? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's pretty impactful. So I'm definitely very drawn to the Shack Shakers, Dirt Daubers. There are some of the Goddamn Gallows are another really great band that I'm very close with. J.D. Wilkes is a dear friend of mine, a wonderful human being. Soda Gardaki, again, very deeply rooted within this scene here. And I guess I'm proving myself to be more rockabilly than I thought, now that I think of it. Holy hell. And Davina and the Vagabonds, oh my God, stop it. They're just incredible. What a talented group of people. Rachel Brooke, if you've never had a chance to listen to Rachel Brooke, please listen to Rachel Brooke, because she can tell a country ghost story like none other. She's truly unique. And in her storytelling technique, she's just got a really unique perspective.
Well, that leads me to this next question. Do you have a rockabilly request of old, new? We've got to proven that maybe you are a little bit of a rockabilly gal.
Well, you know, my big sister is one of the people she runs the show here at Nashville Palace, Tara, and so I've learned a lot from her along the way. Like, my punk rock roots are from her as well. So I would say, you know, the things that we kind of grew up listening to are what really resonate with me. When I think of country, I think of, for me, it's mostly the women behind country, because my mom was very into country. My dad was classic rock. So we kind of get a little bit of each of that. I get the hippie classic rock kind of 70s side from my dad, and then my mom was really into Loretta Lynn and Dolly Parton, and she loved the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band too. And you know, but for recommendations for today, isn't Hillbilly Casino playing today? I'm not missing that. Yeah,
that's a great one.
Yeah, fantastic people, fantastic music, great time. Yeah, I want to hear Hillbilly Casino today.
We will play some Hillbilly Casino for you. Thanks so much for spending some time with us out here.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
Well, I was